You're right guys, it's CapgunTom here, and today I thought I'd do a little money making technique. It's kind of hit and miss, but it can work and it can make you a few coins, and you can't really lose money through doing it. So it's sort of like an investment technique, but a short term one. Each time Team of the Week comes out, obviously there's the 5 players. Now this week, if we have a look at it, and I've managed to sort out their programming and got this right, here we go. You can see the Team of the Week is there. So who have we got? We've got Falcao, Reme, and Valencia out on right mid, and Walter Samuel, and some people who probably won't be going for that much other than Nene as well, second informed Nene. So what I'm going to say is, obviously, when they come out in packs, you can't get the non-informed versions. So, for example, this week there will not be any more non-informed Nenes come out of packs. So you won't be able to open a pack and get like a non-informed Nene. You'll only be able to get the informed Nene. Now that means that people who want to buy non-informed Nene are going to have less to choose from on the market, because obviously people are buying up the Nenes and they're not being replaced, because unless people have got them in their club already, people aren't going to be getting them in packs and then listing them up for money. So obviously the longer it goes on, the less there are on the market. So like on the first day, probably the price of them will be, the non-informed version will be the same. However, as you go through the week and less are on the market, you'll be able to charge more and more, because there won't be as much choice for them to have. So this week I'm going to focus on Remy, because I think that he's probably the best one, because Nene is a good one because people like to have Nene in their team, but obviously there's other alternatives for them in the League One for them to choose, and Brazilian at left mid, because Nene, you could have either Michel Bastos or Hazard or someone like that in League One if you're making a League One team. So he's quite an easy one to get away from. However, Remy, there's not all that many strikers that are as good as Remy, especially since he's the fastest in League One. So anyone making a League One team is pretty much going to consider having Remy in their team and then go out and buy him. So what I've done is I've gone and bidded on, because it's the start of the week now, I'm bidding on Remy's, you can see here, ignore the Donovans, Remy's that are 18, like in good formations. You can see there, like I've bidded on 4-4-2-1, a 4-3-3, a 4-1-2-1-2, a 4-1-2-1-2, and a 4-3-2-1. Now I'm not looking to pay over the odds for them. I'm looking to pay below the odds. Like for the 4-3-3s, they're not that popular, so I'm hoping to get them for under 1,000. 4-4-2s and 4-1-2-1-2s are pretty popular, so I'm trying to pick them up for about under 2,000 coins, or 2,000 coins, as you can see I've bid on 2 there for 2,000 coins. So yeah, now the plan is to just hold them in the watch list. Don't bin them, because otherwise you're going to have too many in your trade pile clogging them up, and you're not going to be able to get rid of them. So the best idea is to just hold on to these in your watch list, because then they just don't do anything. They just sit there and do nothing, and they can stay there as long as you want. Now towards the end of the week, I saw it last week with Ben Arthur, and this is when I first realised that this might work, was when I saw it happen with Ben Arthur, because I started making a French team and I wanted to try out Ben Arthur, but I couldn't, the non-inform, because there just was none on the market. I was just like, oh my god, that's ridiculous. They're like any other time there's like like 20 pages of them on the market. So I was like, oh right, that's good technique, grab a whole load of them and then keep them in your watch list. And then probably I'm going to say I'm going to start trying to push mine out about next probably Saturday, Sunday, late Saturday, Sunday, Monday and Tuesday, and obviously just keep trying to get rid of them all the way through, and then end up having to sell them if I don't get rid of them. But that's the plan anyway, because obviously its price is going to go up. So it's stuff like this that you really need to be watching when you're trading, like opportunities where a player's like not going to be in packs, because you also saw I've also got a whole load of, well, not a whole load, but I've got a few Donovans in here as well, like just a few, just to see if this is going to work. I picked them up for like barely anything. I mean, they're at discard price, so I can pretty much discard them and get my money back. So I'm not really bothered about picking them up, and then if it doesn't work I can just discard them, because obviously Donovan's not going to be in packs for LA Galaxy anymore. So anyone who wants Donovan in their team, which I can imagine quite a few people do want them if they're building a gold MLS team because he's one of the best players, they're not going to be able to. So I've picked him up in formations that are working, or ones that I can change him to quite cheaply and sell him on for a lot more. So I'm just going to hold on to those for a while. I also preempted Krasic moving, because there was a lot of talk about Krasic moving clubs, so I picked up a couple of him, but it doesn't look like he's going to move, or I haven't heard anything about him moving since I did that. So that might end up just having to sell these on, but I should be able to sell them on for a few more because I got them in good formations, so I should be able to sell them on for a little bit more, especially since he's like the best right mid in Serie A. There's no one better. I mean, it's a real pain in the arse because you can't really play without him, because there is no one else except other than informed Pepe. So we'll quickly go and have a quick look at my Nagatomos again. Like I just wanted to show you that the technique does work. So here I've picked them all up for like 15,000, and if I go to the auction search quickly, I've already typed in the parameters so that we can find him, and as you can see, the cheapest one on the market is 21,000. That's going to be the cheapest one. So you can tell that just by holding on to them. I mean, the market crash definitely stuttered me for a bit. I would have expected them to be more like 25 by now, but now they're 21, and I'm already what, 6,000 coins positive on every card that I picked up, at least, if not more. So you know, I've got like 6 of them, so that's already like 40,000 coins profit off those cards. So guys, I hope you found this one useful. Leave a like and a subscription if you have. Leave any questions you have down in the comments, and sorry my phone's just gone off, but I can't help that. Yeah, so I hope you've enjoyed this one, and I'll see you all next time.